Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you were publicly disrespected? A sarcastic comment or an embarrassing story used to mock you in front of others, leaving you feeling undervalued and unworthy of respect? In such moments, have you ever wondered how to respond while maintaining your dignity and even earning respect, even from those who habitually look down on others? Surprisingly, you are not alone in facing such situations. Everyone has encountered these unsettling moments, but not everyone knows how to handle them effectively. Some choose to react harshly with arguments, while others silently accept the disrespect. However, true respect is not built on impulsive actions or catering to others' whims. In this video, we will explore powerful strategies inspired by Stoic philosophy, a source of wisdom that has endured for centuries. The techniques shared here will not only help you navigate difficult moments, but also transform them into opportunities to affirm your own worth. Let us learn the secrets to mastering these moments, staying calm, composed, and confident. This is not just a lesson for specific situations, but a way of life rooted in self-respect and inner peace. Let's embark on this journey together. 1. The importance of first impressions. Respect is not something you can demand or impose. It is built through the smallest actions. It is often the seemingly insignificant details that serve as the first bridge to creating a good impression, the foundation of respect from others. Imagine attending an important networking event. Someone approaches and extends their hand to greet you. However, instead of standing up with a friendly smile and a firm handshake, you remain seated, offering a half-hearted handshake with a distracted gaze. In an instant, you've unintentionally sent a negative message that you do not value the interaction. Now, consider the opposite scenario. You stand up, maintain eye contact, smile sincerely, and shake hands confidently. This immediately signals that you value the relationship, possess self-assurance, and respect the other person. This fundamental principle, emphasized by Stoic philosophy, reminds us that how you present yourself reflects your inner worth. Standing up is not merely a gesture of politeness. It demonstrates that you are fully present and attentive to the person in front of you. This is how you affirm your value in any relationship. Stoic philosophy teaches that by maximizing what you can control, like your behavior, you shape how others perceive you. For example, in a meeting with colleagues or when greeting a client, standing up, offering a handshake, and taking the time to listen sends a strong message of professionalism and respect. However, remember that these gestures must come with sincerity. A warm gaze, a gentle smile, and timely greetings are powerful tools for expressing your value. Presence is not just about physical appearance. It's about fully engaging in each moment. When you practice wholehearted presence, you deepen relationships and build mutual confidence and respect. Imagine, at a gathering, instead of focusing on your phone, you listen, participate, and ask thoughtful questions. When meeting friends, instead of rushing to share your opinions, you pay attention to their feelings and respond appropriately. These actions not only help you make a strong impression, but also establish your position in relationships. Let's look at a real-life story. A manager in a large company always takes time to stand up and greet each employee every morning. Though it's a small gesture, it creates a friendly work environment where everyone feels respected and appreciated. Additionally, it helps him build the image of an approachable and respected leader. On the other hand, an employee who always maintains a cold demeanor, never stands to greet or show respect to colleagues, gradually earns a reputation for being unprofessional and unapproachable, even if his technical skills are on par with others. Practical tips: always stand up when meeting someone. Whether at work or in daily life, standing up to greet someone leaves a positive impression. Maintain eye contact. A genuine gaze is the quickest way to build trust and show attention. Shake hands confidently. A firm but not overly strong handshake conveys confidence and friendliness. Use positive body language. Sit upright and lean slightly forward to show interest. Respect and first impressions are not built on grand gestures, but on small, meaningful actions. How you present yourself through gestures, eye contact, and words not only reflects your values, but also helps you build deeper, more meaningful relationships. Remember, the first moments you meet someone are your opportunity to affirm your worth. So, never underestimate the power of seemingly small actions. They are the foundation of respect and success in every area of life. 2. Handling interruptions calmly. In any conversation, being interrupted is an inevitable situation. Sometimes the interruption is unintentional, but other times, it may be an attempt to assert dominance or undermine your value. The natural reaction to such situations is often irritation, sharp retorts, or expressing dissatisfaction. However, Stoic philosophy reminds us that self-control is the greatest weapon in any situation. When someone interrupts you, instead of reacting hastily, pause for a moment and make eye contact with them. This non-verbal gesture sends a clear message. I am in control of the situation, and this behavior is not acceptable. A few seconds of silence is often more effective than any words, making the interrupter realize the consequences of their actions. Once attention shifts back to you, calmly say something simple like, "Allow me to continue." This statement not only refocuses the conversation, but also demonstrates mutual respect in the dialogue. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that self-restraint is a form of true strength. Situations like being interrupted offer opportunities to practice patience and confidence. Let's consider a real-life example. During a company meeting, an employee is interrupted while presenting their idea. Instead of reacting with anger, she smiles at the interrupter and waits for them to finish. Then she politely says, "Thank you, but please allow me to complete my thoughts." Rather than becoming a victim of interruptions, treat them as opportunities to reaffirm your calmness and confidence. Imagine during an important presentation, someone cuts you off. Instead of avoiding or showing frustration, you respond calmly, setting clear expectations for communication rules. Actions like these not only enhance respect, but also maintain professionalism. Remember, in every interaction, how you handle interruptions reflects your intelligence and composure. Even if others disregard communication etiquette, maintain your poise with calmness and confidence. The only thing you truly control is your reaction. By mastering this, you will always command respect in any situation. Not only in professional settings or important meetings, staying calm during interruptions also works effectively in daily life. In the family, if you are interrupted while telling a story, remain calm, smile, and continue when there's an opportunity. This shows respect and preserves the family atmosphere. With friends, if someone cuts you off, instead of rushing to argue, wait for them to finish and gently say, "May I continue where I left off?" With strangers, in public spaces or shops, if you feel interrupted, maintain eye contact and a smile to establish politeness before confidently expressing your opinion. Handling interruptions is not just a necessary skill, but also an opportunity to cultivate confidence and effective communication. Practice daily, starting with small situations, to build a calm and professional demeanor. By doing this, you will not only gain respect, but also establish yourself as a composed and reliable person. 3. Calming embarrassment with composure. When someone intentionally tries to embarrass you with an inappropriate or awkward story, the most important thing is to remain calm. Pause briefly, smile, and ask, "Could you repeat that?" This simple action can immediately shift the tone of the conversation. A small gesture like asking them to repeat their story often makes the storyteller realize the unpleasant impact of their words. When they have to retell it, the initial tension dissipates quickly. Moreover, those around will begin to recognize the awkwardness of the situation, making the storyteller lose confidence. Don't let minor provocations disrupt your peace of mind. By staying composed, you not only regain control but also demonstrate your strength of character. Imagine being in a social gathering where someone suddenly brings up an embarrassing story about you. Your first reaction might be to feel uncomfortable or angry. However, instead of letting emotions take over, respond with calmness. A gentle smile, paired with a question like, "That's an interesting story. Could you tell it again?" can immediately diffuse the tension. By addressing the situation this way, you show that you are not easily shaken. Dealing with unexpected moments like this requires patience and attentiveness. Remember, the goal is not to retaliate with arguments, but to create balance in the conversation. Consider a real-life example. In a gathering with friends, someone begins sharing an awkward story about a mistake you made. Instead of denying or defending yourself, you smile softly, look them in the eye, and say, "That's a fun little memory. Could you share more details?" The group quickly realizes the storyteller's comments are inappropriate, and their interest in the story wanes. Stoic philosophy reminds us of the importance of not letting minor provocations disturb our inner peace. When you maintain politeness and composure, you not only earn others' respect, but also establish your position within the group. 4. Redirecting provocations with a question. Have you ever faced a situation where someone intentionally provoked you, especially in front of a crowd? The initial reaction is often irritation or a desire to respond immediately. However, instead of letting emotions take over, you can skillfully and calmly handle the situation by using the strategy of redirection. Imagine someone criticizes you in front of a group. Instead of responding harshly, you could ask a neutral question like, "Does anyone know a good bakery nearby?" This unexpected redirection immediately disrupts the negative atmosphere in the room. Not only do you avoid escalating the tension, but you also send a message that you are unaffected by the criticism or provocation. As Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By choosing to redirect with a neutral question, you demonstrate calmness and transform the situation into something more positive. Redirection is not avoidance, but a display of skill in managing emotions and maintaining composure in communication. For instance, in a work gathering, a colleague begins to excessively criticize your work in front of everyone. Instead of arguing, you calmly smile and say, "By the way, does anyone know a nice cafe nearby?" Immediately, all attention shifts to the neutral question, leaving the earlier criticism behind. The critic quickly realizes their behavior is not well received. Benefits of redirection. Earn respect. By responding skillfully instead of reacting impulsively, you naturally earn respect from those around you. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that controlling yourself is a mirror for others to reflect upon. Reduce conflict. Redirecting the conversation helps you avoid escalating tension or unnecessary arguments. Instead of confronting, you take charge of the atmosphere. Show composure. Choosing not to react immediately but redirecting the conversation demonstrates your character and confidence. Others will admire your calm demeanor and self-assuredness. How to practice effective redirection. Prepare for difficult situations. Anticipate moments when you might be provoked. Think of neutral questions or topics you can use to steer the conversation. Maintain a calm tone and attitude. Ensure your voice is friendly and neutral when redirecting. Avoid sounding sarcastic or mocking. Observe reactions. After redirecting, pay attention to others' reactions to maintain the flow of the conversation. Redirecting provocations not only helps you maintain inner peace, but also enhances your positive influence in the environment. As Marcus Aurelius said, your calmness is your highest dignity. 5. Knowing when to walk away. Sometimes, the best way to maintain respect is to know when it's time to leave. Staying in an environment that doesn't appreciate your value only diminishes your self-worth and stifles your potential for growth. However, leaving is not a failure. It is a declaration of your worth and self-respect. Take Jenny as a prime example. Jenny was an outstanding creative professional, but at her workplace, she was constantly criticized publicly and overlooked during important meetings. Initially, she worked harder, hoping to change the situation. However, after months of enduring this treatment, she realized her efforts were unappreciated. At her final meeting, when her ideas were ignored once again, Jenny calmly closed her laptop, smiled, and said, "I will invest my energy where it is valued." That day, she resigned and moved to a company where her talents were recognized and celebrated. Many people mistakenly think that leaving signifies weakness or inability. In reality, leaving with calmness and intentionality is a powerful statement about your value. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not external events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Signs. It's time to walk away. Your efforts are overlooked. When your suggestions and ideas are consistently ignored or undervalued, you feel drained of energy. The environment has sapped your motivation and passion. Unjust feedback. You receive harsh criticism instead of constructive evaluation. Steps to take when leaving. Reassess your priorities. Identify your values and what you expect in a new environment. Explore new opportunities. Take time to research places where your talents and career can thrive. Leave gracefully. When deciding to leave, do so with dignity, without unnecessary explanations or conflicts. Knowing when to walk away is an essential art in life. It is not avoidance, but a declaration that you value yourself enough to seek better opportunities. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "In the face of every challenge, remember that you always have the freedom to choose your response." Respect is not something you can demand from others. It is the result of genuine actions, self-control, and patience in life. Strategies inspired by Stoic philosophy, from mastering first impressions to knowing when to leave, not only help you maintain respect, but also enhance your self-worth. Let us remember that every small action contributes to the larger picture. Every greeting, interaction, and moment of calm in the face of provocation lays the foundation for a house built on respect. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share it with those who could benefit from these insights. Leave a comment with your experiences or simply write, "I can do this," to affirm your commitment to personal growth. Thank you for watching Peaceful Mind in Life. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll continue exploring ways to live with wisdom and confidence. Remember, peace and value come from small but meaningful actions. See you next time.